Hello guys and welcome. In this video I'm gonna explain to you how the props work. Okay, so React props. So props are argument passed to a React component. Okay, so props means, in another word, is a property. Okay, so think like a functional argument. Okay, so props passed to components through HTML attributes. Okay, so think React props property or props are like a function argument in JavaScript and attribute in HTML. Okay, so to communicate with props into component, we use the same syntax as HTML attribute. Okay, so now let me build some basic component to show you how the property props work in React. Okay, so first let us import the React from React, and let's import the React DOM from React DOM. Okay, then let us create our root, which is equals to React DOM dot create root. Create root. We have to add this client, and document, we have to get it, document.get element by id, then we have to get it the root, then we can render it. Okay, now to demonstrate the how the props works is, okay, so let me say that I have a workshop. Okay, so I have a robot workshop. Okay, so the Fabrica is building robots. Okay, so let me say that a factory, which is equals to, okay, I'm creating a simple return. Now I'm creating a this. Now I'm saying that, okay, so I'm saying like our robots are, okay, so our robots are good for a better life. Okay, so this is robot factory, let's say. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to explain you the props. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do in here is create another component. Okay, let me say this a robot, and which is equals to this arrow function, and let's return that, let's say that heading 2, it says that I am a something. Okay, I am a, okay, so now this component take a parameter. Okay, so which is a props, or you can name it whatever, like on your name, like funnel coder. Okay, so you can name it whatever you want, but standard is props. Okay, so now I want to render I am a something. Okay, so like I am a Baymax. Okay, say let me say that like that. Okay, so to use props in our component, first we call that component which is a robot, and we render this component, which is factory, and now when I try to render and look it in our browser, it is only rendered our robots are good for a better life. Okay, so and this component I am a. Okay, so now let me give it this to a name, which is equals to Baymax. This is a okay, so this is like a parameter. Now I'm gonna give it like this, props dot name. look it says I am a Baymax. Okay, so this property is like a functional argument, and we can use it by giving it a name to the component and giving it to the value. By the way, you can change this to like const, which is equals to const name, which is equals to like Baymax, and you can use like name, which equals to name. Okay, so you get the same result. You can store it in a variable. Okay, so this is the basic concept of props. Okay, so you can use one component to another component as a parameter. Okay, so this is one of the use of a component. Okay, so now let me show you another concept. Okay, so let me say that if our component is let's say if our component is a object, okay, so an array of objects or object. Okay, so let me show you. Let me say that const let me say like names, which is equals to, I have, let's say I have collection of I have collection of what we call robots, and let me say like name Baymax, and let me say like what we call it here, model year, let's say 1996. Okay, so if you have a like this, you can use like props dot name. Okay, props dot names, like this. Okay, so let me say like name which is equals to our object, which is names. Okay, it is contained in here, but we have to call it in here like I'm saying props dot names dot name, or props dot name or model year. Okay, so you have to say like props dot name dot name. Now it render you Baymax, or if you say like a model year, it will give you the model year. Okay, so the point is to show you the props, how it works in objects. Okay, so if you have a container of objects that holds the names information, and you can give it the whatever name, and you can assign it to that, then using a dot operator, this props dot name first this, then go to this data. Okay, this object data. Okay, so props are useful. Okay, it is dynamic, and this is how it works. Okay, so React's properties are read only. Okay, so you will get an error if you try to change their value. Okay, so you have to remember this. Okay, so this property will read only. Okay, you cannot change it unless you get error. Hi guys, in this video I'm gonna explain to you the events. Okay, so React events, how it works, React events. Okay, so I will just will demonstrate for you. Okay, so now let me create a what we call it a fire school component. Okay, let me say that const fire school, which is equals to I'm creating a component. Okay, so it's called a fire school. Now my point is here to show you how the event work in React. Okay, so now let me return something. Okay, so let me return a what we call it a button. Okay, let me return a button. Okay, so click CLICK. Okay, so now I created a click button. I have to render it, this fire scope. Okay, so look this button, guys. Okay, so when you click it, nothing is happen in this button. Okay, so now what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna do event, click event. Okay, so to do that you have to create a function inside that component, because it is event handling. Okay, so let me say like click, let me say that click handler, which is equals to let me say that alert, let me return, okay, let me return, or let me alert. Okay, good shoot, or nice shoot. Okay, so this is, let me change this to fire. Okay, so now let's say we are in the fire school component. So this is the clicker handler. Okay, so this is the clicker handler. So to the point is, when I touch this fire to say a nice shoot, the alert will pop up. Okay, so I hope you are familiar with a alert keyword. Okay, so now on click, okay, on click I say like this, on click, which is equals to, then I call the click handler. Okay, so now when I click this fire, look guys, nice shoot. Okay, so it says nice shoots when you click this fire. Okay, so you can style it, this button also, if you want. So the tutorial point is not styling, but for a little bit style and padding 2M style, which is equals to padding, give it 3. Okay, 3M is too much, 1 EM, and let us give it to background to be a hashtag CBC CF3FC. Okay, so it looks nice a little bit. Okay, and border to be 2 pixel dotted and red. Okay, so this is not working. I have to do a lot of styling, but this is for basic, it is basic. Okay, so now let us refresh our button, and let's look what will happen when we click this button. Okay, it says fire, it says nice shoot. Okay, so this is one of event handling in React. Okay, so you can also say that console dot log hello click handler function. Okay, so when you click it, you get on the console, hello, I am click handler function. Okay, so this is also one way of handling the click. Okay, so now let me show you another way of click handler, which is called a passing argument. Okay, so now this have no parameter. Okay, let me give it a parameter to this click handler. Okay, so let me give it let's say that name. Okay, let me give it a name, and let me alert it this name parameter. Okay, so but we have to use anonymous function. Okay, anonymous function means okay, when we try to on click, we give anonymous function like this using arrow function, and we call it that when there is a parameter we call the click handler. Okay, the click handler, then I give it the parameters like say I'm a funnel coder. Okay, so now when you try to fire it, says I am funnel coder. Okay, so you can give it give it a parameter, and you can set to that click handler parameter to the value to this. Okay, using this arrow function. Okay, so using this anonymous function. Okay, so if you have a parameter, don't try to use this anonymous function. Okay, parentheses and this arrow. Okay, so this is how it works in a parameter. And React, their event handlers have access React events, and that is triggered in the function. Okay, so now let me give you a React event that is triggered to in the function in the click event. Okay, so now let me give you some event. For example, if what if I have a parameter, let's say x and y, and let me alert the y dot type Okay, so now what I'm gonna do in here is in this anonymous function on click. Okay, so on click I give it a parameter to event. Okay, event, and this is the value, and comma, don't forget the event. Okay, so this is the event, and this should be to this parenthesis event. Okay, so now when we try to where is the button, refresh it, so I'm trying to show you the event. Okay, so now look it, when I click it, it says click event. Okay, so this is the type is it is a click event. Okay, so this is to show you how this event okay, so this y type we are alerting, or we are displaying the type, or you can say that console dot log, you can say like y dot type. It will give you the results. Okay, when you fire it, let's refresh it, and let's refresh. Let me delete this library. Okay, it says like this. Okay, so I think I don't know why this console.log is not working. Okay, because now to show you is the point is what is the type of this event. Okay, so this type is a click. Okay, so we displayed or rendered on click event. Okay, so we give it the parameter to the event. We say it, well, you can give it whatever name, but then this is the first parameter, then this event is this type is a click event. Okay, so you have to know this also. Okay, so this is for today, guys. This is the tutorial about the events in React. Okay, I see you on the next tutorials on conditionals and lists.